Hello and welcome to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've posted something, but I thought now's the time to talk about my favorite art supplies, or to say my go-to art supplies that I kind of always use for every project. First of all, here's my mechanical pencil. This one's from Stabilo and it's my all-time favorite. I literally used it since middle school, so it's about 14 years old now. Yeah, I do all my drawings and sketchwork with this pencil. For me, it's just important to have a rather thick or soft graphite. In my case, it's 0.7. Unfortunately, you can't read it anymore because it's so old and the letters are scratched off already. Oh, and if you make some happy little accidents, you can of course use any eraser. When sketching on aquarelle paper like I do, I would recommend an eraser like this one. It's very soft and squishy and fun to play with, and it takes up all the graphite. Yeah, and it works with carbon pencils too perfectly. So, let's begin to draw. So for this one, I have decided to draw a raccoon lady because, well, raccoons are just my favorite animals. And just so you guys know, I've already scribbled down what I want to draw. Otherwise, I would try out a lot more now. Try out how to make the expressions work and stuff like that. So now that I'm done with the drawing, let's get to my second go-to art supplies. And those are the aquarelle colors from Schmincke. They look like this in my case. There's this neat little box. And if I'm able to open it, oh my god. Well, you see, the colors look pretty used because, yeah, I've painted with them a few years now. Unfortunately, they are a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's worth it, I can guarantee you that. Schmincke colors are just so pigmented. I've had these for about 6 years now. I mean, clearly I don't paint with them every day, but they're pretty long lasting anyways. Because of the high amount of pigments, it's even possible to create fades and, so to say, erase the colors to a certain point if you make mistakes. So yeah. And you only need a tip of color to create pretty intense effects. So before I'm gonna paint with the colors, I'm gonna use my squishy eraser and just go over my drawing so that there's not a lot of graphite left anymore. Just tap on the paper. So now that the drawing is very light, I can go over it with my aquarelle colors. I need my brushes. Oh yeah, and the brush. The brush I've used for almost everything in the past is this one. This one has, or better had, a pointed tip, so you can use it for both large areas and small details. In the past few months, my drawings went from big to rather tiny, so I've started to try out new and most importantly finer brushes. like these ones, so I can color in more detailed parts. They're really tiny, like this, and I really like to use them. Oh, and by the way, I'm not a big painter. I rather draw and colorize, so the combination of mechanical pencil and aquarelle colors suits my style best, I think. Okay, let's paint. Oh, and if I make some mistakes, I always have my kitchen towel ready. With it, I just can dab over the parts I made mistakes with the aquarelle color. Oh, and I didn't realize the colors weren't in the video, so don't worry, in a few seconds they will be in the video as well. For her skin tone, I just mixed some yellow, orange, red and ochre. Every time I mixed the color I thought I would like, I first tried it out on the kitchen towel, just to see if it really looks like I've imagined it to look like on paper. So let's see how this is going to turn out. It's always very hard for me to decide which colors to use, so I thought it would be best to stay in a small color family, and yeah, you will see. If you want the colored areas to be exactly separated from each other, you of course would have to wait till the colors are completely dry. But you know, ain't nobody got time for that. So now I'm done with the rough painting. Now it still looks a little bit plain, I think, so for the finishing touches I'm always going for some colored pencils, like for example from Jolly or Faber-Castell. But for now I have to wait till the watercolors are really dry, because otherwise the paper won't pick up the pigment from the colored pencils properly. I also like to use these colors. They are from a brand called Cretacolor, I hope I pronounce it right, and I got them as a birthday gift from a friend of mine. So they are too one of my go-to art supplies. While I'm waiting for the paint to dry, we can go visit my cat mates. You know, my flatmates, and they are cats. Yeah, this was a very bad pun. I mean, just look at Grumpy Hera. She's so sweet. And just so you guys know, I just got back from holiday and my boyfriend turned our flat into a cat parkour, and yeah, cardboard boxes are laying on the floor everywhere. This is Nix, by the way. He's very cuddly. Well, usually. Now he's very sleepy. Okay, I think I'm done annoying you now. So I think now we can continue. I'm just going to pick a color for the outline that is a little bit darker than the area I colored it in with. Let's see. I think I'm gonna use this one from Jolly and just contour the whole thing. By the way, I also use the color pencils for shading. Before I paint on the real picture, I always try out the colors on some random sheet of paper, just to go sure that the colors are matching. When it comes to painting with brushes, I unfortunately have little to no patience, so I have to correct many parts at the end and do some little touch-ups here and there. Just gonna add in some more details. And for the eyes, I don't know, it's just my current style I go for. I really like it if the top of the eyes or the iris is darker and that the colors get lighter to the bottom, so that there's this nice fade from dark to light. And I don't know, I think this makes the eyes look very two-dimensional, but as I said, I like this aesthetic for now, and yeah, it works perfectly fine with me. And ta-da! Here it is, a painting of a girl and her pet raccoon using only a mechanical pencil, like this one. Then the aquarelle colors from Schminke. By the way, this is no ad for Schminke, I just like the colors. And, well, some random color pencils. And because nobody's home right now, I will have the painting to be approved by my cats. Nix. Yeah, well, he's clearly not that impressed by a raccoon. Maybe Hera likes it more. Let's see. Hera! So thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. In the future, I'm planning to make more videos like this one. So yeah, till the next one. Bye!